From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Cascade Paint and Supply is Reading's oldest family-owned paint store, established in 1953. We are the largest Dunn Edwards dealer in the nation, and most of our products are made in the U.S. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff are ready to answer your questions and help you today.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Meteorologist Mike Krueger. Thank you so much for joining me here for your quick afternoon update. We got a warming trend that peaks today. This is something I've been talking about all week long. We do expect a big temperature drop as we go into Friday and especially Saturday. That being said, the latest forecast models are kind of backing down on just how much cooler it's going to get, but no need to worry. It's still going to be very pleasant temperature-wise. Now, we're looking at the potential for some mountain thunderstorms come Friday and even Saturday. The valley most likely dodging most of those. We'll take a closer look at that here in a second. Once we get through the weekend, and especially really through Saturday, we'll be looking at drier and warmer conditions as we go into next week. So here's what we expect for the rest of the day today. Sunny skies. The warmer spots will be in the valley, around 90 degrees, give or take. Temperatures on the coast, upper 50s, and many of the mountain locations in the 70s, even some 80s for some of those warmer spots as well. So it's a ridge of high pressure. That's the dominant feature. You see the big void of clouds over the western United States in general. That's the ridge. You see the storm system over the Gulf of Alaska. You can see off kind of the left of your screen there. That's the storm, and that's the one that's approaching us. It's going to bring us to cooler temperatures I was talking about and the potential for showers and thunderstorms. But not today. Today is just going to continue to be sunny out there, although for the coast, you do still have some of that fog along the coast. Then that fog will probably get a little bit more dense going into tonight and tomorrow morning. That's for the coast, obviously, right? You can see it's clear skies here for your Friday morning. Friday midday, we're starting to see more of this afternoon convection. What is that? That's the daytime heat that rises into the colder air loft, and we see those showers begin to develop, and it's not out of the question for some thunderstorms as well. Now, it looks like it's going to be mainly west and east of the valley. So places like Lassen, out into Modoc County, but even eastern Shasta could see some activity. Now, look how close some of those showers to the west of the valley are, out towards the Reading area. It's not out of the question for one of those to kind of roll into the valley floor, especially around Reading, with a chance for a stray shower, maybe even an isolated thunderstorm around Reading, city of Shasta Lake, for example. But I think most of it will be confined in the higher elevations. So northeastern Trinity County, western Siskiyou County, that's where we're seeing most of it. That'll continue for Friday night. Friday night, still some activity out there, but not a lot, right? Then we go into Saturday morning. Now look what's happening. We're not really seeing a lot of activity to start off the day on Saturday. You've got the mostly cloudy skies across the board. Now, as the storm system pushes through, we will see the potential for some afternoon, what we call more convection possibly. So you can see kind of rotating around the area of low pressure, you've got those showers and those thunderstorms developing, but mainly north and east of the valley. And then by the afternoon, we're starting to see the potential for some of that making its way into the valley. But look where most of it is, to the north and east, into Lassen and Modoc counties, eventually working its way to the north and west into parts of Siskiyou County. So it's not out of the question for the valley to see a stray shower, but really most of the day on Saturday looks pretty dry for the valley. And look at Trinity County, look at Del Norte, Humboldt counties. You're not getting much either. So let's take a look at the forecast rainfall totals from the same forecast model that we just looked at. So that would clearly indicate we're not going to see any rain for the valley, and we're going to see very little for parts of the coast and many of the higher elevations. So you can see really where the footprint is, northeast of the valley. That's where we're going to see most of the rainfall. This, I think, gives us a better perspective of what's going on, because I do think that we will see some stray sprinkles and light showers. But for the most part for the valley, we are talking about most likely a trace to a few hundredths here and there. At most, the north end of the valley may pick upwards of 1/10 of an inch of rainfall. And one of the reasons that may happen is if we get one of those Friday afternoon, Friday evening storms to push through the north end of the valley, say for example Reading or the city of Shasta Lake, as I mentioned here. But really overall, it's not going to be a lot of rainfall for the valley or even the coast. Look at the coast. You're in the lighter shade of green as well. You're only talking a few hundredths of an inch of rainfall. It's that footprint to the north and northeast of the valley. Now I see that dark blue on there. I would say that we most likely won't get upwards of a ½ inch. It's most likely going to be at most a quarter to a little, maybe over a quarter of an inch. But bottom line, folks, this is not going to be a big deal. Some of you may experience these thunderstorms that pass through Friday and Saturday, and you'll be thinking, wow, this is pretty heavy and pretty intense. But that will be few and far between, and not everyone's going to experience that. A majority of us will be looking at dry conditions here throughout the day on Friday and Saturday, just not much going on. All right, so let's take you into Saturday evening, Saturday night. That area of low pressure continues to dive down to the south and east. We could see some lingering showers Sunday morning, especially for Modoc County, Lassen County. Some of those trying to work their way into eastern Shasta, but I wouldn't count on it. And then going by midday, it's mainly dry. Afternoon, it's dry. Most of the rain will be down to our south, southeast. All right, so let's take a look at our forecast for the rest of the day today. We're talking about all this rain and thunderstorms. Not today. Temperatures are peaking, with temperatures around 90, give or take for the valley, 70s and 80s for the higher elevations, upper 50s to low 60s for the coast for today. And tonight, mid to upper 50s for the valley, mainly in the 40s for the higher elevations. Some of the cooler spots like El Turris, 37, 39 in Portola, mid to upper 40s for Trinity County, mid 40s for inland areas, and looks like somewhere in the mid 40s tonight out along the coast with the increasing clouds and some of that fog developing. So here's your 7-day forecast for the valley. It's dry today, it's dry tomorrow, but by Saturday we've got that chance, just a chance for a few showers here and there. Friday, as I mentioned, Friday evening may be getting caught up in a stray shower or even a thunderstorm, but that's a very slim chance at this point. And then it's dry and warmer for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. All right, let's take a look at the coast, inland, and Trinity County. So I've got the chance for thunderstorms in Trinity County, otherwise just a few stray showers. Don't anticipate everyone in Trinity County to see thunderstorms. Just know that. I think most of it will be in northeastern Trinity County through the day on Friday, especially in the afternoon. Then Saturday, everyone's got that chance for showers, right? It's isolated, but not everyone's seeing much. And then Sunday, it's dry, and then dry and warmer going through next week. Let's take a look at that forecast for Siskiyou, Modoc County, the Eastern Mountains. So again, looks pretty ominous, right? Thunderstorms Friday and Saturday. Yeah, that's the case, and we could see that. I think the bulk of the rain will be in Modoc County, northern Lassen County, and even parts of eastern Siskiyou County as well. That's what we're looking at here, especially for Saturday. Then by Sunday, there may be some lingering morning showers for Modoc County and especially the eastern portions of, say, Lassen and into Plumas counties as well. But dry for really the afternoon on Sunday for everybody. Then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we warm things up and dry it out as well. All right, that's your afternoon update. I'll be back again this evening at 6 o'clock. Until then, have a great afternoon.
At Wind River Resort and Casino, we like to celebrate life's little moments. Oh, and the big ones too. Because around here, when you're completely in the moment, that's when the magic happens. Come in and find your moment at Wind River Resort and Casino.